we have another game. It's in the Big Ten going on Saturday. Ohio State is at Penn State, 13.5-point road favorite here. Penn State team that had a good start to the year. Boy, last two games. Northwestern, they lost 29-6, and then the Michigan game 18-13, despite a stellar quarterback. They're not scoring any points. And then this Ohio State team, boy, since losing to Virginia Tech 35-21, boy, they've been just rolling up 4-0 straight up and against the spread. They come off that win, or I should say their last road game was at Maryland. They had no problem there, 52-24. They got a freshman quarterback in J.T. Barrett, now 20 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. And Sean, this Ohio State team, 53-25-2 against the spread in Big Ten play. Does that impress you?
Well, the thing that impresses me, first of all, is on these marquee, this is an old habit I have, on these marquee matchups, I always go to the next week. Like I made a line on the Ohio State-Penn State game last week before they played, blew out, can't remember who it was.
Rutgers.
Yeah, thank you. Plus I had them. So, but anyway, I made this number at least 17.5. Well, now I see 13.5, and I'm thinking, well, it'll go up right away, but it didn't. It's still sitting at 13.5, and that line came up on Sunday night. This is a Big Ten. I can hardly talk here. This is a Big Ten Eastern Divisional game, and it will be on ABC at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So this is a prime matchup here, even though Ohio State's a big favorite. And boy, look at the numbers. Ohio State on a roll, 4-0 straight up and against the number in a row. They cover by 34, by 6, by 21, and by 17. They're coming off a blowout win over Rutgers, and a lot of people thought that Rutgers actually had a shot to win that game. But 56-17 is a home favorite at 21.5. There's no look ahead here. They host Illinois, Ohio State. They host Illinois here, and then next week, the following week, then they go to Michigan State on the 8th of November. Penn State, first-year head coach Franklin. Boy, would he love to pull the outside up. But this would be a marquee thing on his resume if he could somehow pull it up. But where's he going to get the bullets from? I just don't, I just don't see it. They don't rush the football, 93 yards a game. That's not going to get it done. And they got a quarterback named Hackberg. I think that's his name. 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Penn State on the year, 4-2 straight up, but just 1-2 straight up in divisional play. They're coming off a bye week, if that's worth anything. How do you prepare for that train wreck that's coming down the road, though? So this is really their whole season here. Now, at the end of the season, they also have a home game against Michigan State, but that's not going to mean anything if they lose here. And I just don't see how they're going to pull this upset, and I don't see how they're going to stay within 13.5 or even 20, in my opinion, and this is my best bet of the day. I'm either stepping in it here. I mean, the only way I see Penn State even hanging around in this game is if Ohio State just throws the ball away, gives it up, weather shows up, hurricane comes in there, shuts the field down, that kind of thing. I don't see Ohio State winning this by anything less than 21. So Ohio State minus the 13.5 is my best play.
Okay, well, this Penn State team, not a bad record of 4-2, but it is difficult to figure out what to make of the Lions right now. 2 straight losses. They got a new coach, new playbook in James Franklin. The offense, there's nothing wrong with the passing game in that they're 32nd in the country in passing, 282 yards per game. Christian Hagenberger is very good outside of what Sean mentioned, the turnovers. You got more picks than touchdowns, and they're just not scoring points either, 21.2 points per game. What has been a surprise to me is this defense, 15.2 points per game. That's 6th in the country, 4-1 run under the total. So, Jeff, a very different team from a year ago. What do you make of this Penn State team?
Well, yeah, obviously the offense is not clicking right now, and I'm going to make Ohio State my best bet too, which is scary because the last time we all had Ohio State as the best bet, it was the one game where the freshman quarterback had a bad game. So that was well, I'm going to do it again anyway.
Don't worry, I'm not going to touch this game.
Oh, good, okay.
I think Jeff's going to be my roommate on this game.
But when Braxton Miller went down, everybody thought, well, that's a tough break. But J.T. Barrett's come in. He's other than that Virginia Tech game, he's played great. He's had 20 TDs, only 5 interceptions. He's also second in the team in rushing with 383 yards. Since that Tech loss, Ohio State's averaging 56 points per game. They had that great record against winning teams, 28-12-2 against the spread versus teams with winning records going back to the last couple of seasons. Penn State has scored a total of 19 points his last 2 games against Northwestern and Michigan, losing both those games to 2 of the more mediocre teams in the Big Ten. They had last week off, but a bye week didn't help much when they lost to Michigan. They're running into this offensive juggernaut with Ohio State. Penn State quarterback Christian Hackenberg has only 1 touchdown pass the last 4 games, and he's been sacked 17 times. So it doesn't look good here. I know they're on the road, but there's no way I can go any other way this game. I'm going to take Ohio State minus points.
Okay, well, I will go with the total in this game. And this Penn State defense has been very good, but the offense just hasn't been able to score points. And I do like the Ohio State defense that is improved. People may forget that in the offseason, Urban Meyer made significant coaching changes. He was not happy with the defensive play, and they are much better than they were a year ago. So I like what he's done. Penn State, when they have a bad offensive game, scoring 20 points or less, they're 11-2-1 under the total that next game, and that will actually happen the previous game too. So I will look at a more of a defensive game than people think. Penn State, Ohio State on Saturday under the total. All right, let's get to some best bets before we go that. If you want to get free plays sent right to your cell phone every day, just go to jimfeist.com. See at the top right-hand corner a place to put in your phone number, and you'll just be texting winner to 313131. You get free plays right to your cell phone every day. Also, if you want to sign up for Jim Feist's YouTube page, it's called Sports Betting. Just click on the link right above it. It's free, and you'll get free updates and videos from Jim Feist and all the gang from Vegas, and it's free. All right, best bets for the weekend. Sean, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I've already said it. I'm either stepping in it or it's going to be a blowout. This Ohio State minus 13.5. It just looks too cheap to turn down. So.
Okay, and Jeff, nice 17-7 NFL run, including another blockbuster winner with the Colts 27-0. That's part of a 13-3 blockbuster run, and folks can get 3-packs from you as well as a big blockbuster play this weekend.
Yeah, just go to jimfeist.com. You get a blockbuster play for a special price plus a 3-pack in college football. Also, call FBSS at 1-866-575-8916. You can buy for the week, the month, the season. We got NBA and college basketball coming up, so don't miss out. My best bet, of course, is Ohio State. I hope I don't jinx JT Barrett again, but that's my best bet. And just make sure you call FBSS 1-866-575-8916.
All right, my best bet will be an early game on Saturday, Texas, Kansas State. Under the total. You got Texas with their improved and great defense, 11-4 run under the total. It's even better when they face a team with a winning record, 9-2 under the total. Kansas State, very good defense and a run-oriented team. I'll take that game on Saturday under the total. Jim Feist is on a 14-2 football run. They had a terrific weekend run. It's perfect 3-0 with college football games of the month. You'll have another one on Saturday. He has an NFL division dominator up and available now on the Thursday NFL game. And those high rollers for Jim, perfect 3-0 run, including the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. He has another one available. You can find those plays from Jeff and Jim available at jimfeist.com. All right, that'll do it for the college football edition of Proline. We will see you next week with another edition. Good luck with the games, everyone.